Delivering maternity care is complex. Despite this, most of the time, we work successfully together to achieve positive outcomes for the women, pregnant people, and babies we care for. However, when mistakes are made, they can result in serious harm. Together, we can often prevent this through effective communication and clinical escalation. Clinical escalation has three key components: identification of deterioration, effective communication, and action to deliver urgent care. Maternity professionals across the UK have helped create 3 simple interventions, which we can all use to improve both escalation and the care we provide. These new interventions improve behaviours and communication within teams to make sure the right action is taken at the right time. Adopting these approaches will make your team stronger, as members will know they have colleagues watching out for them. For the interventions to work most effectively, we must not only identify deterioration, but also the need to escalate to the right person at the right time. Doing this will involve overcoming issues relating to unfamiliar teams, flattening hierarchies, building civility, and improving communication and responses, especially when we disagree. Some of these challenges can be addressed by Team of Shift, an intervention which creates an effective team at the beginning of every shift. Maternity teams can be complex, changeable, and involve many clinical disciplines, and staffing pressures may mean you're unfamiliar with colleagues working alongside you. But the best communication and clinical escalation, particularly in time-critical situations, relies on effective collaboration, trust, and a shared mental model of the team's roles and workload. Team of the Shift addresses this with a standardised, multidisciplinary huddle at the start of every shift. Its key elements are to welcome all staff and identify job roles, introduce shift leaders, the emergency team and contacts for escalation, give everyone a voice by using first name introductions to flatten hierarchies, create psychological safety and encourage staff to share concerns, identify any support or learning needs that shift, create a positive culture of kindness and civility by thanking outgoing staff and celebrating success. Allocating 10 minutes for this, prior to clinical handover, creates a group identity and allows us to absorb information which may be invaluable in a crisis. The second intervention, Teach or Treat, is a communication strategy which encourages discussion about a clinical situation being escalated. It promotes collaborative learning, mutual understanding, and respect for the opinion of others. For example, CTG interpretation is complex. They need to be reviewed in their clinical context, and it is not uncommon for a case midwife to have concerns, but for another rushed, tired, or distracted team member to make a cursory CTG assessment and dismiss them. This can leave the case midwife with both ongoing concerns and a fear of re-escalating, especially when approaching more senior staff. It can lead to mistakes too, either because the person approached has made an incorrect assessment or because future escalations don't happen due to fear of being dismissed. In Teach or Treat, the clinician approached frames their response differently. They teach the concerned colleague their interpretation of the CTG, explaining their conclusions. This provides a second chance to review the clinical situation and spot any errors in their initial evaluation. If disagreement remains following this exchange, then a third opinion